Hi guys, seeing as it's such a lovely summer evening, a soft summer evening, softly scented summer evening, I thought we should have this class outside. It's just a very short class today. We're going to be looking at some like filler phrases that you can use in Irish, some typical things you can use as an answer. I hope you can hear me okay because I know there are a lot of birds and nature noises all around. Okay, so they are not about anything in particular. I'm going to be doing a few of these classes where we look at about 10 phrases or answers. I think in the future I'll group them into types, like all the different ways to say I think or in my opinion, etc. But today we'll just look at the general phrases to start off with. Now, I'll be writing all of these out for you as well, so you don't have to worry about taking notes during the class. And I'll repeat them a few times as well. It's good to really know these off by heart, kind of just if you say them over and over again, it will just become automatic, because these are phrases that, it's good to know quickly, just to fill them in, maybe while you're trying to think of something else in the conversation, depending on which one we're talking about, of course. Okay, let's just get started. So, first of all, we have first of all, which is an gcéad dul síos. An gcéad dul síos. An gcéad dul síos. So if you are starting maybe a list or an explanation or an argument, an gcéad dul síos. An gcéad dul síos. First of all, an gcéad dul síos. Next, we have nos, which means anyway. Nos. Nos. Very, very useful. I think we all say anyway or very similar words a few times a day. Nos. Nos. An gcéad dul síos. First of all, nos anyway. Next, we have one that you will know already because we say it the same in English and in Irish, and that is well. Well. But we spell it very differently, as you will see when I write it out for you. Bhuel. Bhuel. Because as you might remember, for BH can sometimes have a w sound, sometimes a v sound, but sometimes a w sound. So in this case, it's well. Well. Bhuel. Well. An gcéad dul síos. First of all, nos. Anyway, well. Next, we have is feer shin. Can you figure out that one, what that one might be from a word that you probably recognize in that phrase? Fear. Fear means true. I think we saw it in the romantic phrases when we were talking about fear. Grá, like fear, true love. So is feer shin, it means that's true. Is feer shin. That's true. An gcéad dul síos. First of all, nos anyway. Well. And is feer shin. Number 4. That's true. Next, number 5 is naw-riir-ra, usually said as a question, and this means seriously? In naw-riir-ra? Naw-riir-ra means really or seriously, but when we ask it as a question, we have to use it before, which means in. And then we have to write an uru as well before, and the uru for d is n, so it takes on a n sound. In naw-riir-ra? Seriously? Let's review all of these again. An gcéad dul síos. First of all, nos anyway. Well. Is feer shin. That's true. In naw-riir-ra. Seriously? Seriously? Next, we have Creid no naw-riir-ra. Creid no naw-riir-ra is believe it or not. Creid no naw-riir-ra. Creid no naw-riir-ra. Next we have is awhh. Is awhh. Is awhh means I'm sorry to say. Is awhh. They're getting a bit longer now, you can see. So let's just go back. I won't go back all the way to the beginning again. We'll review them all at the end, but we'll just go back to number 6. Creid no naw-riir-ra. Believe it or don't. Believe it or not. And is awhh. I'm sorry to say. And then you would continue the sentence, of course. Is awhh. Next one is a whole sentence in itself. Neel is agam. Neel is agam. So that part means I don't know. Awhh on down. Awhh on down means like, well, literally it means the floor or the ground of the world. Thalamh is floor or ground, down is world. So neel is agam, awhh on down means like I have absolutely no idea. I don't have a clue. So you could use this as an answer to something. Like a question, for example. If you don't know and you want to use a good Irish phrase to sound very natural, very Irish, you could say Níl is agam awhh on down. So those last three again are Creid no naw-riir-ra, believe it or not. Is awhh. I'm sorry to say, I regret to say. Níl is agam awhh on down. I have no idea. And then number 9, the next one, is Buíochas le dee-a. Buíochas le dee-a, which is like thanks be to God or thank God. So it's a very common phrase in Irish. Buíochas le dee-a. Buíochas le dee-a. Buíochas le dee-a. Creid no naw-riir-ra, believe it or not. Is awhh. I'm sorry to say. Níl is agam awhh on down. I have no idea whatsoever. Buíochas le dee-a, thanks be to God. And finally, something which might be very useful, is kum-ma. Is kum-ma. I don't care, or I don't mind. More likely, I don't care. Is kum-ma. I don't care. Is kum-ma. Okay, so let's review all of these once more. An gcéad dul síos. An gcéad dul síos. First of all, ein nos. Anyway, ein nos. Well. Is feer shin. That's true. Is feer shin. In naw-riir-ra. Well, more like a question. In naw-riir-ra? Seriously? Really? In naw-riir-ra? Creid no naw-riir-ra. Believe it or not. Creid no naw-riir-ra. Is awhh. I'm sorry to say. I regret to say. Níl is agam awhh on down. Níl is agam awhh on down. Buíochas le dee-a. Thanks be to God. Buíochas le dee-a. And is kum-ma. I don't care. Is kum-ma. So as you can see, some of these are little things that we can insert in sentences. Some are to start an answer or to start a conversation, like well, or an gcéad dul síos, first of all. And other ones can be a complete answer. For example, tá sé ag cur báistí, which we saw before. Tá sé ag cur báistí. It's raining. You might say buíochas le dee-a. Probably not an answer you'd hear in Ireland. Or another example, somebody might say tá ocras orm. Tá ocras orm. It means I'm hungry. We'll get on to those kind of things in another class in more depth. And you might say, is kum-ma. I don't care. Tá ocras orm, is kum-ma. Okay, so that's all for a very short class for today. And I'll see you in the next class.